Hey everybody, it's Shadowstar and Crystal here for another review of Supergirl. This time it's City of Lost Children.
Yeah, so we got all these like telekinetic people and stuff, and there's a little boy and only James could talk to him.
Yeah, it's a James episode, and honestly, this was actually better than I remembered. Before we watched this, I remembered this episode and I was like, oh, I don't know, it's just the James episode. But then I forgot that at the end it really starts to focus more on like the Lena and the Mon-El and the Dax and stuff and all that.
Yeah, there's that too. So now all these Daxam people are here.
Yep, the Daxamites are here. That's what they were working on with Lena. 2 episodes to go and we finally have a plot for this season. It's a really weird season, the fact that we don't have a plot for the whole season. But hey, that's a different pace for things. But yeah, you could argue that it's the James stuff is filler, but it's a good way to pad it out while focusing on the Lena stuff. And it turns out they're kind of connected because when they use a machine, it somehow affects them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you got that, so which means we get a James plot, which means, oh, whatever, he connects with some kid, and for some reason James has to think it has to do with his skin color, even though it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Otherwise, Jean would have been able to talk to him.
Exactly.
You'd think Jean could talk to him, considering he understands like the telepathic stuff and being a refugee and all that other stuff.
Yep. But oh well. Oh well, it was an enjoyable... It had some enjoyable scenes, I guess, for James. Because, he wants to do stuff about being a hero, but now he's like, well, people are scared of Guardian, so I'll do other stuff. James just can't make up his mind.
Yeah.
But
I know I mentioned it last time, but Lena kind of is dumb. Okay, if I was in her place, yes, I know some aliens are good, and that if she asked Kara for advice, Kara would have said, oh, yeah, of course trust an alien. But what you should do is trust a registered alien. This is why we have a registry. She should have asked the woman, hey, are you on the registry? And then you could have checked the registry and see what species she is, if she was registered, which she wouldn't be, and then do your research on that species to find out a bit about them.
But why? Wouldn't that be... But now we're discriminating people's goodwill based on whether or not they choose to register as an alien? I'm just playing devil's advocate. What if people don't want to be on the registry? Does that make them bad people?
Well,
It's the gun debate episode all over again.
well, yes, with guns, the only reason you wouldn't register your gun is if you plan on using it for bad things,
Yeah,
right?
but that's different. That's a tool. This is somebody's being. This is just... You're just judging somebody based on their species.
I guess so, but when it comes to
Isn't the whole
something-
plot of this season not to be racist to aliens?
Yes, but when it comes to something as crazy as the thing that she wanted to build...
Yeah, but from Lena's perspective, it seems like a good idea. There are good things you could do with a teleportation device. She just didn't think there would be Daxamites on the other end ready to go.
Yeah.
Doesn't make Lena dumb. It just makes...
Yeah, I guess
just means
not.
she got tricked. You don't have to be dumb to get tricked.
Yeah, I know. It can happen.
Yeah, but whatever. The kid does stuff. He almost destroys the Catco building. And now there are Daxamites here. We've got 2 episodes left to go. So it'll be interesting. I definitely enjoyed this more than I thought. Mainly because, of course, at the end we get all that stuff with Mon-El confronting Rhea. And, and then she just easily knocks out Supergirl and Lena. And then at the very end, you see her teleport herself, Mon-El, and Lena away.
He's so dumb. I get that he didn't want to kill her, but they think it's all or nothing. Like,
Actually, it is. Don't you remember, Daxamites are allergic to lead. So even if he was to, say, shoot her in a non-lethal place, she could still die from lead poisoning.
okay.
Exactly. That's how he's able to shoot her, because Daxamites are weak to lead for some reason.
Okay.
That's why he was ready to go with that gun.
Well, then punch her in the head and knock her unconscious.
We don't know if that would work. Yeah.
Okay.
But still, I enjoyed most of this episode. There are some bits that I find a bit silly, how for some reason James has to focus it on colour for some reason. But whatever, it's Supergirl. They've always got to tie it in. Why
Yeah.
does James's plot always have to do with that? It's always a Guardian thing. Guardian's all about that.
Hmm.
And they never do. They always do that. It doesn't end with just this episode.
I did find it interesting when we saw all the other aliens of that species. It seemed like on their planet they don't have like different races like us because they were all black.
Yeah, some people would read into that. I'm gonna not.
No, that's the dominant skin color on their planet, maybe.
You could also say, but the more interesting thing is, and it's not this episode's doing, is every time we see a Martian take human form, they're always black. But that's even weirder because it's not their real form anyway.
Well, John took the form of Hank, who was already a
True,
real guy.
But then you've got McGahn, and spoiler, any other time we're gonna see green Martians, they're also black.
That's weird. Like, is it a coincidence?
I know.
don't-
Like, sure, you could argue with this alien species, okay, that's just what they look like. They don't have any skin differences.
Yeah, but Jean became
Yeah.
a real guy.
It's not like it's their
Whereas,
actual...
Where did McGahn get the idea to look like that?
Exactly, that's the weird thing. It's not like that's how they really look anyway. So, yeah. But oh well, that's just an odd point. Should have waited to bring it up next time we have a more Martian-focused episode, but still.
Yeah.
But still, 2 episodes left to go. While this episode may have had some good and bad moments, I am excited for the last 2 episodes. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Like, this season definitely has its ups and downs, but the last 2 episodes are at least exciting, as they usually are.
Yeah. I'll just give this one a 7.5. It's alright, it does its thing.
I'll give it an 8. It would have been slightly lower, but I was actually happy with some of the last few moments with Raya and all that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, we will see you next time for the second last episode of Supergirl Season 2.
See you next time,
guys.